The music industry is an industry, and I think that we don't think of it that way. I think that we think that it is a place for art, and that we get to have commerce derived from that art. No, it's an industry whose product is music. And sometimes that music also involves people. As we're finding with AI, it doesn't necessarily have to involve the actual people, right? And so the big thing with the pandemic was that people changed the manner in which they consumed music and music products. And they did that behavior instantly, and they didn't do that behavior in a way that was inherently predictable, because it was not predictable to the person who was doing it. Who knew what your response was going to be to the slow arrival, is a quick arrival but a slow announcement of a worldwide pandemic, to the realization of that, right? You didn't know what your response was going to be to that. What a lot of people did was they turned to the places that bring them comfort. And for some people that was exercise. For some people that was food. For some people that was sourdough starters, right? For some people that was music. For those for whom it was music, more often than not, it was all of the prior places in music that had brought them good feels. So one of the big impacts was that we became a catalog industry, right? Because people started playing their old things more than they were playing new releases. And some of that was just the emotional response to the pandemic. So we are now in a post-pandemic world, but that does not mean that we are in a world that's no longer impacted by the pandemic. We are now living through, what does it mean when you have an entire globe of people who has been traumatized by this event that they have not finished processing? And so the next set of predictions is, what do consumers of music do with that? What do they do with trauma that they haven't realized or admitted to? And what demands do they make on creatives as a result of that? So as these things are unfolding, every week you're learning, oh, that's what people want to do with that? Oh, that's what people now need, right? And so if you're going to remain in business, you're going to have to quickly try and measure that, try and interpret that, and try and predict what a successful response to that information will be.